Hey everyone, the tavern's covered in tinsel, I'm wearing a ridiculous hat, it can only mean one thing. It's the Festive Edition Developer Update. Santa will be arriving early this year, delivering the slightly delayed gift of Season 18 to kick off the holiday festivities. There's plenty going on across the seas in December with the return of Festival of Giving, so check out the latest SOP news for all the details. Following the delay of Season 18's launch last month, we've been using that time to get ourselves back on track. The new Eternal Guard has had plenty of time with Insiders to get the experience feeling great, and we're now much more confident on the quality of what we've got arriving in Act 1. I think ultimately we made the right call here to delay in order to deliver an experience we can be proud of. But this is a lesson we'll learn from, and I'm confident that we can bounce back. I won't dig into all the details of what's arriving in Act 1, as we've got videos on that already, so let's talk about what didn't make the trailer. December's update introduces a system to protect crews who repeatedly repel the same rival over and over, with the goal of reducing these frustrating and sometimes negative encounters. Now, if crews sink a rival 3 times within a certain time without sinking themselves, the rival is then migrated off to a new server. This system has been put through its paces in Insiders, and then we've also used player data from the live game to ensure we've landed on a fair time range that these 3 sinks should be captured in. We want to preserve those stories of crews naturally battling back and forth on the seas over longer periods of time. So this will instead focus on addressing those often frustrating one-sided encounters. This update will also reduce the frequency of emergent threats appearing when crews engage in naval combat with rivals. While we still want to keep some of those unpredictable stories that these encounters can create, the frequency of your PvP battles being interrupted by a skeleton ship or megalodon should now be roughly halved. Both the migration and encounter frequency improvements are being released with live monitoring and control, so we'll be keeping a close eye on their impact on the flow of encounters, and we'll fine-tune as needed in live. Rounding out our December update, we've also got further game performance improvements and the usual bug fixes, so keep an eye out for all the details in the patch notes. Looking ahead, the first of our Hourglass improvements will soon be making its way to Insiders for testing. To address long drawn-out encounters and runners in Hourglass, we'll be introducing a shrinking battle arena to help bring battles to a more predictable close. The arena is going to shrink predictably to the centre in defined stages, with plenty of time for crews to reposition before settling on a final area where the only option is to fight. Now, we've seen lots of discussion within our competitive communities on topics like battles between demasted ships, thrilling 40-minute plus encounters, and of course, crews still cheesing some island locations. While there'll ultimately be some compromises here to ensure we land the right experience that breathes life back into Hourglass for everyone, I'm confident we can navigate our way through these areas carefully. Except for the cheesing island locations, that'll be a thing of the past. The proof though is getting this into your hands and working with your feedback to land the right experience. The team are busy balancing this new system internally, and we'll get this into your hands in Insiders as soon as it's ready. While this will likely be the first of our Hourglass improvements to hit Insiders, the team are also working through starting ship supplies, quick rematch, commendation fixes, and let's not forget Hourglass level locking, all being worked on behind the scenes. Next up, you'll have no doubt seen various surveys hit your inboxes over the last few months to get your direct feedback on a few topics. The first was our toxicity survey, which was sent to all active players and will help us dig into how different players view the spectrum of negative interactions with others. We know that this is a divisive topic, but your feedback here will help us understand where our player base is at and where we can invest time to improve the experience. Whether that's better communicating the perils of our shared world to newer players, improve our communication options, ironing out some of the rough edges in the gameplay experience, or even through to incentivising positive social play. The second survey was the next Insider's Big Listen, getting your feedback on Season 17. We'll collate all your feedback and use some time on our next podcast to share what we've seen. I know you won't have pulled any punches. Thank you to everyone who took the time to fill these surveys out. It really helps the team get all of this direct feedback, and we can then use that to help guide our upcoming work. We've got some really exciting things planned for next year, but I'm under strict instructions to keep quiet for now, so let's just call it there. From me and all the team here at Rare, happy holidays, and we'll catch you all next year. You're still here. It's over. Go watch something else. Oh, you were hoping for a sneaky tease, weren't you? Well, okay, just because you stayed. That's better.